The Korea Disease Control and Prevention Agency has issued guidelines advising against travel to Southeast Asia due to a surge in dengue fever and measles cases during the summer holiday season.
여름 휴가철을 맞아 동남아시아를 중심으로 댕기열과 홍역이 확산하면서 질병관리청이 이 지역 여행에 각별한 주의를 당부하는 지침을 발표했습니다. Okay, so it's not just Southeast Asia, but a lot of cases have come out of there. Tell us more.
Yeah, and several different diseases. It's dengue fever, something called chikungunya, as well as the Zika virus. A lot of these are mosquito-borne illnesses. Mm-hmm. So places like that, it can't run rampant. And the countries in specific that they do mention, Vietnam, Thailand, the Philippines, Indonesia, as well as Malaysia. But they've also flagged some other places like Washington State and 10 different provinces in China as well. Also New Mexico mentioned in there. So this is spreading globally.
네, 질병관리청이 이 8월 여름 휴가철 상위 10개 해외 여행지 감염병 지도를 발표했습니다. 그래서 이러이러한 나라들에서 현재 이런 감염병이 돌고 있으니 주의를 하시라는 거고요. 그중에서 특히 이제 좀 고위험 감염병 주의 지역으로는 미국의 일부 지역도 포함되어 있고요. 지금 말씀하신 것처럼 약간 중부에 딱 걸쳐진 지역인 것 같습니다. 그래서 you said it's Washington?
Yeah, Washington State.
Washington State를 포함해서 일부 지역이 있고요. 그 다음에는 이제 동남아시아 지역도 많이 포함이 되어 있습니다. Alright, so let's have a look at some expressions. To issue something.
To issue something is to put something out there. Sometimes we have issues of magazines or issues of comic books that are kind of sent out to the public to be able to read or to be able to consume. Same sort of way, if you issue a warning, then you're putting this warning out there for people to take in and understand that, okay, I need to know this.
우리 주의보나 경보를 발령할 때도요. 이 동사 issue를 쓰는데 이 발령하다의 의미도 있을 수 있고 지금처럼 이렇게 어떤 이제 주의하라는 내용의 발표가 있었으니까 발표하다가 될 수도 있는 겁니다. 아주 공식적인 표현이에요. You wouldn't just say the Korea Disease Control and Prevention Agency said or they yeah, because you can say that, but that's too casual.
Too basic.
Yeah, exactly. 그래서
it's almost like literally, if you take the word issued, then what's in there is issue. It's like something is an issue.
Yeah,
it's not something that should be ignored. It's like, hey, there's an issue here that you should know about.
네, 여기서는 issue 뒤에 guidelines가 나왔으니까요. 이러한 이제 지침서를 발표했다 이렇게 보시면 되겠고요. What about due to a surge in something?
Well, due to is, this is the reason, and surge meaning like a sudden burst of something. It could be a sudden burst of energy. It could be a sudden burst, in this case, in terms of medical cases, but it could be a certain, like just a sudden burst of something.
Due to는 무엇으로 인해서, a surge in something은 급증. 그래서 무엇의 급증으로 인해 due to a surge in 그리고 뒤에 나온 dengue fever and measles가 나왔죠. 댕기열 그리고 홍역 등등의 사례가 많이 발생해서 그렇습니다. 다시 한번 읽어볼게요. The Korea Disease Control and Prevention Agency has issued guidelines advising against travel to Southeast Asia due to a surge in dengue fever and measles cases during the summer holiday season. Let's move on to the next headline.
Elon Musk's net worth has plummeted, resulting in a staggering loss of approximately $750 billion in a single month after severe stock market corrections at SpaceX and Tesla.
스페이스X와 테슬라의 주가가 급락하면서 일론 머스크의 순자산이 급감해 한 달 만에 거의 7,500억 달러에 달하는 엄청난 손실을 입었습니다. So this is his net worth, his his assets.
Yeah, his assets. It's not the amount of cash that he has, but if he were to sell everything that he owned, then this is the amount of money that it would be worth, or theoretically should be worth.
At the end of last year, I think it was, Elon Musk became the first trillionaire. Or maybe was it the start of this year? Well, anyway, he became the world's
Recently.
first trillionaire not too long ago. And that was also based on his net worth.
Yes.
But he's no longer a trillionaire.
I think he mentioned on X, or the former Twitter, which he also owns, that you can refer to him as a former trillionaire. I think he meant that with tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah, exactly. 그래요. 이제 세계 최초의 트릴리어네어가 됐다라는 뉴스를 저희가 그렇게 오래되지 않은 뭐 한 몇 달 전쯤에 전해드렸던 것 같은데요. 일론 머스크가 Now I'm a former trillionaire라고 약간 농담식으로 말을 하면서 자신의 자산 가치가 그만큼 이제 하락했다라고 하는데요. 그래도 지금 아직 세계 1위 부호죠?
Oh, yeah. Still the richest person in the world. And, you know, sometimes just wrapping your head around how much money that is. Like my wife, when we talk about dollars in this amount.
Does she have $1 trillion?
She doesn't, but she sometimes doesn't understand how much that is. Like in Korean money, because there's always like a weird translation because Koreans use the word man, whereas for us that's 10,000 and we go in 30 cycles, whereas Koreans go in 4. So I want to say in Korean, this would be like 천조, is it?
Oh, trillion?
Yeah. Like not the number, but the amount of money
Oh my gosh,
that
I
it
have
would
to do
be.
the math. It's probably...
Because
let me
일조
double check.
is $1 billion to my knowledge, right?
Don't ask me about numbers, but I will get back to you on that one.
Or one of our listeners can inform us so that it's correct. But I find it difficult to translate like large Korean amounts of money compared to American dollars. Once again, and I think the biggest reason is because of the word man. Because because Koreans, you know, we say like $10,000 as Koreans. They have a word for $10,000, right?
맞아요. 1 trillion은 1조가 맞습니다. 그런데 trillionaire라는 거는 우리말로는 이제 조만장자라고 하는데요. 거기서 만은 그 숫자 만을 말하는 게 아니라 그냥 이렇게 부르는 거죠.
Okay, yeah.
네, 조만장자. 그 조만장자 타이틀을 잃게 됐다라는 건데요. But he's still the richest man in the world. He's not, you know, going to starve or anything like that.
No, he'll be fine.
Nobody needs to. 그러니까 본인도 농담을 이렇게 하는 거잖아요.
Yeah.
네. 저 이제 트릴리어네어 아니네요. 이러면서 여유가 있는 모습이었는데, 자, 왜 그랬냐면, 스페이스X와 테슬라의 주가가 하락했기 때문입니다. Staggering loss.
Staggering is a word that we can use to say that something was an amount or a certain news that kind of set us off balance. And typically when we talk about staggering, think about if you're walking, but maybe you're intoxicated and you can't walk straight because you're kind of, you know, off balance a little bit.
Yeah.
And in the same, then we describe that as saying, oh, he's kind of staggering home. He's not walking home normally. He's kind of off balance. But if you hear news that is so shocking, then you might stagger. Like you're going to like, you know, you can't stand straight. And this is why some people say, you might want to sit down before I tell you this. Because, you know, you might fall over when you hear this news because it's so staggering.
Yeah, exactly. 이 원래 staggering이라는 것은 몸을 좀 비틀거리는 거예요. 그래서 그만큼 깜짝 놀랄 만하다라는 뜻으로 a staggering loss. 엄청난 손실이 있었는데 그게 무려 7,500억 달러. 달하는 그만큼의 이제 손실이 발생했다는 거예요. 네, 그 순자산이 그렇다라는 겁니다. The net worth가 그런 거고요. Why? It was because of severe stock market corrections.
Severe is something that's extreme. A stock market correction is usually when a stock price goes down. But what it is people see the stock price of something going up and then they want to cash in. They want to, it doesn't become real until you sell it for a profit. Otherwise, it's just on paper. So they call that a correction where everyone is kind of selling off the stock in order to make profits of it. The other way you can look at it is sometimes people look at things like SpaceX, like Tesla, and when you look at a company and analyze what it's worth, you typically look at the amount of sales that the company is making and how much the company is earning. But sometimes companies are kind of seen not for what they are making, but what they might in the future. And a lot of things like Tesla and SpaceX, I think people say that because they're not actually worth what the stock is. And so you could say that it's kind of correcting down to what it should be because the speculation is taken away.
지금 뭐 이걸 어떻게 계산하느냐에 따라서 조금 뭐 달리 해석을 할 수 있는데요. 어쨌든 이제 주가가 하락한 거는 사실이고, 그다음에 그것이 어떤 증시의 조정에 의해서 하락이 됐다라고 하는 게 지금 이 표현이에요. severe, 심각한, stock market, 증시, corrections, 조정. 근데 이제 쉽게 말해서 지금 이게 시가총액이 하락했다라는 거고, 또 그걸 어떻게 계산하느냐에 따라서 하락한 이 자산의 가치가 7,500억 달러가 아니라 정말 한 1조 달러에 달한다라고 뭐 보는 그런 기사들도 있긴 하더라고요. 계산법은 다 조금씩 상이한 것 같은데 어쨌든 굉장히 많은 자산의 손실, 하락이 있었습니다. 자, 다시 한번 읽어볼게요. Elon Musk's net worth has plummeted, resulting in a staggering loss of approximately $750 billion in a single month after severe stock market corrections at SpaceX and Tesla. Let's move on to the final headline.
A poodle named Bailey has been rescued alive after surviving 29 days trapped under the rubble of a collapsed building caused by devastating twin earthquakes in Venezuela last month.
지난달 베네수엘라에서 발생한 대규모 연쇄 지진 당시 무너진 건물 잔해 아래 갇힌 채 지금까지 29일 버틴 베일리라는 이름의 푸들이 극적으로 구조됐습니다. Tell us about the dog and its survival.
Yeah, so the dog survived after almost a month of time, and the dog itself was actually in the arms of its owner's mother.
Grandmother.
Grandmother and mother together were actually found there.
I see.
Yeah, and there was one owner that was surviving. She was an 11-year-old girl.
Yeah.
So the 11-year-old girl had lost her mother and grandmother in the disaster. But I guess one small consolation is she was able to be reunited with her pet dog.
11살 여자아이의 반려견 베일리라는 푸들인데요. 근데 너무나 안타깝게도 이 지진으로 인해서 이 11살 소녀의 어머니와 할머니 모두 다 목숨을 잃게 됐다라고 하는데 놀라운 것은 베일리가 발견된 곳이 바로 이 두 할머니와 어머니 두 분의 품 안에서 한 달을 버텼다라는 겁니다. 떠나지 않았대요. 물론 이제 움직이기가 쉽지 않기도 했겠지만 그래도 거기에서 계속 있어서 더욱더 이제 사람들에게 어떻게 보면 감동을 주고 있는 사연인데 다행히 베일리는 건강하다고 하죠. 여러 가지 여건 비하면은
despite going without food and water
그렇죠.
for that long.
물론 뭐 여러 가지 치료를 받기는 해야 되겠지만 그래도 비교적 건강하다고 합니다. 자, Bailey was found under rubble.
Rubble is when a building or let's say maybe even a mountain or something is destroyed, then you have the smaller pieces and chunks of things, sort of like gravel and rock or things that kind of could cover other things. And we call that rubble.
무너진 건물의 잔해를 rubble이라고 합니다. debris랑 비슷해요. 자, 그 다음에 devastating.
Something that is devastating is certainly very negative. And something that is maybe been destroyed, or it could be something that just is so painful to think about as well. But it's a tremendous loss of some sort.
So here we're talking about the devastating earthquakes of Venezuela. 지난달에 있었던 파괴력이 엄청났던 지진 얘기를 하고 있는 건데 그렇게 파괴적인 것을 말할 때 devastating 이라고 말할 수 있고요. 우리가 느낄 때는 I'm devastated 이렇게 얘기를 하죠. 자, 그러면은 너무 절망적이다. 나의 감정 할 때는 ED를 붙인다는 거. 자, 다시 한번 읽어보겠습니다. A poodle named Bailey has been rescued alive after surviving 29 days trapped under the rubble of a collapsed building caused by devastating twin earthquakes in Venezuela last month. Well, that's it for the headlines this morning with Jason Lee.